Good evening, and welcome to the May edition of the Ask Mary and Pat Show. We're grateful that you've taken time to join us tonight as we continue our mission of keeping Mississippi families informed, empowered, and connected to the resources that matter most. My name is Mary Fenner, part of Oak Hill's Medicaid Application Administration team, and I'm joined by my colleague, Patricia Pat Boat. We honor the leadership of Oak Hill Regional Community Development Corporation, Dr. Michael O. Miner, Executive Director, Lottie Miner, Project Director, and Berta Tater, Lead Navigator, Project Administrator. You may reach us at 662-298-3584 or connect at healthytogetherms.org.
Tonight's conversation comes at a pivotal moment. Mississippi families are navigating Medicaid and CHIP renewals, marketplace transitions, child care instability, SNAP verification changes, and major shifts in healthcare funding at both the state and national levels. Our goal tonight is to break down the latest May updates clearly, offer practical guidance, and highlight the community partners, especially our federally qualified health centers who stand ready to help. As always, the Ask Mary and Pat Show blends trusted information, real life questions, and faith-rooted encouragement to help families make confident decisions. Please type your questions and comments in the chat.
Okay, so now we have our May 2026 updates. Mississippi healthcare landscape. What's new this month? Federal funding pressures continue. Mississippi hospitals continue to brace for significant federal cuts projected over the next decade. Impact on families. Rural hospitals remain at risk for service reduction or closures. Marketplace premiums remain higher for many households due to the expiration of enhanced federal tax credits. FQHCs continue to serve as the most stable access points for care.
SNAP benefits, May 2026. SNAP benefits continue for eligible households. Mississippi is preparing for stricter income and asset verification, meaning more frequent requests for documentations. Families should keep contact information updated, respond quickly to MDHS letters, texts, and portal messages.
Child care vouchers. The wait list remains high at approximately 16,000 families. Impact on families, parents risk reduced work hours or job loss. Providers face staffing shortages and closures. Children experience inconsistent care and learning environments.
Medicaid and CHIP, renewals, coverage gaps, and dental care. Coverage basics remain the same. Doctor visits, hospital care, immunizations, and preventive services remain covered. Dental care is covered under CHIP and Medicaid's EPSDT benefit. Dental services include preventive exams, cleanings, fluoride and sealants, restorative fillings and crowns, emergency care, and medically necessary extractions. Most children qualify for 2 exams and 2 cleanings per year. Families should update contact information with Medicaid, open and respond to all renewal mail, and seek help immediately if coverage lapses.
Federally Qualified Health Centers, the FQHCs. FQHCs remain the most stable access point for care during coverage transitions. They offer sliding fee scales, Medicaid CHIP marketplace enrollment help, behavioral health services, WIC food assistance, and community resource connections. However, FQCHCs are facing financial pressures, resulting in some locations reducing hours and or reducing services offered.
Special enrollment periods, SEPs, what families need to know from getcoveredms.org. Special enrollment periods allow families to enroll in marketplace coverage outside of open enrollment when certain life events occur. Common SEPs include losing Medicaid or CHIP, marriage, having a baby or adopting a child, moving to a new address, losing employer coverage, and also turning 26 and aging off a parent's plan.
Key points. Is that you?
Go ahead.
Losing Medicaid or CHIP automatically qualifies you for a SEP. You typically have 60 days before or after the event to enroll. Children may qualify for Medicaid CHIP even if adults move to marketplace plans. Free local help is available through Oak Hill and partner FQHCs. Families can visit getcoveredms.org for step-by-step guidance and screening tools. Now we're down to our questions. Our first question is, are SNAP benefits still being issued? Yes. Benefits continue, but families should expect tighter verification and more paperwork.
Okay, there's another question. Can families who lost Medicaid enroll in marketplace plans? Yes. Losing Medicaid qualifies you for a special enrollment period. Children may still qualify for Medicaid and CHIP, but just remember the SEP, actually for qualifying for the SEP, I believe it's 60 days.
You have 60 days to, if you have lost any type of medical services, you have 60 days to enroll. How can FQHC support families right now? They provide medical, dental, behavioral health, and enrollment assistance, often on a sliding fee scale. So if you don't have any access to any other type of medical services, the FQHCs, the federally qualified health centers, are the place to go.
A lot of the parents, we get calls all the time with parents concerned, they're concerned about vision. And of course, that's not offered at the federal qualified health centers, but
They do have some, you just have to check the centers and find out if there is one. I know
Which
they offer
ones?
dental services,
right.
but you do have to check and see, do they have a center that offers that type of service, or they may be able to refer you to someone that offers those types of services.
Mhm.
What should families do if they miss their Medicaid renewal deadline? Act quickly. Many
Very.
families can still have coverage reinstated if they respond within the grace period listed on their notice. If the case has fully closed, you may still qualify for a SEP, special enrollment period, and children may still qualify for Medicaid or CHIP. So if you've lost your coverage, please, you can always reapply. You may still be in a period where all you have to do is submit what you missed, like maybe you missed sending in the income or any other type of information that they request from you. And if you submit that, then they may be able to proceed with your case or open it back up and see if you're qualified. But if not, you can always put in another application.
That's right. Mhm. Are there any new protections for people who owe medical bills? Well, yes. Nationally, there is growing movement to limit how medical debt affects families. Several major credit reporting agencies have already removed certain types of medical debt from the credit reports. And that is so good to know because with everything going on now, people, different illnesses are attacking us, and we've got to go to the emergency room and hospitals, and of course, our doctors. And I noticed that, copays, a lot of copays popped up that I wasn't aware of. And even what's the other, deductibles. So that is something to, you know, it's something good to hear.
Right. Out of all the midst of our economic situations that are going on, that is something good to hear.
Oh, yeah.
What if a family's income changes during the year? Can they update their marketplace plan? Absolutely.
Mm.
You must update your marketplace plan. Income changes should be reported right away. If you do not report that income change when you file your taxes, and if that income is not matching what you said that you had at the beginning, you will end up owing more on your taxes. And it can be quite a bit. It can be quite a bit. So be careful. If your income change, please let the marketplace know about your income changes. Not you end up owing IRS. And we do not want to owe IRS.
Mm.
No.
And that's another thing, Mary, even with Medicaid and CHIP, if your income changes, often, when you apply, you're denied because you went over the income limit. But sometimes, you may work overtime, extra hours, or even, yeah, extra hours and overtime, and that's going to put you over. But that, if that is not a normal thing, that would help you because, you may have done it over the holidays and, got some extra hours, but then the next 2, 3, 4 months, you may not get any. So please reapply.
Right, because if they based it on the information that you submitted in that overtime, it's on that check stub,
Right.
you may
Mhm.
not be eligible. But if your income changes or your household side changes, you need to let them know, especially if it's a cost or your child losing Medicaid or you
It's
losing
true.
Medicaid. So please let them know. And during the year that you get Medicaid, if your income changes and your child, regardless, the child is guaranteed Medicaid for a year. So more than likely, the child would not be taken off. But if an adult has applied for Medicaid and received Medicaid, what happens if that adult income changes, then that will be cause for your Medicaid to end.
It's
So
true.
you still have to report, if not, you'll end up owing. So report all income changes, just let them know. But while we're talking about changes, please let them know about your address change,
Oh,
your
yeah.
telephone changes. That's some of the things that could affect you to continue to get Medicaid because they may be trying to contact you, but they can't because you have moved and didn't let them know that you have moved. And if they receive the mail back, because they do not forward mail, Medicaid does not forward mail. So if the mail comes back to them, they're going to automatically cut your child off. So please keep them informed of your address.
have me to do that.
So are there any more questions? Any questions in the chat? Or any questions on Facebook, on the website?
Social media. Mhm.
I will check. Give me 1 second. If a family moves to a new address, do they need to report it to Medicaid and SNAP?
Definitely.
Yes, because if you don't report it and that mail goes back to Medicaid, you're
Right.
going to be automatically cut off.
Right. And then you couldn't miss your renewal letter if, if you didn't give them that address, that's going to go back to that. It's going to go to the old address, and you're going to miss your renewal, and that's really going to affect you.
Right. Because if you miss that renewal, you would get cut off,
Mhm.
So, okay, we do have a question in the chat. What happens if a family's What happens if a family's income goes up and they're worried about losing benefits? That could be an issue, but that's what happens when Mississippi Medicaid is based on your
Yeah.
income. But if a child is already receiving Medicaid and your income goes up, that child would keep that Medicaid until it's time for the renewal. You don't have to worry about the child if your income goes up. Now, if the adult is on Medicaid and if the income goes up, the adult will be cut off. But the child should continue to keep their Medicaid until that renewal comes up. And when you report that new income, they may be over the income and they may not. Because every year the income increases, the income limit increases. So you may still be qualified.
Okay. Let's see some other questions. I'm not sure if we've gone over the first one. Can families still get help applying for Medicaid, CHIP, or marketplace coverage? But you most definitely can. Just make sure you go ahead and apply. And if you fall within the income guidelines, uh, you'll be able to apply and you'll be able to qualify. So just try it anyway. Sometimes you think your income is over the limit, but just apply anyway.
We
Submit
really
everything.
encourage people to apply anyway, regardless of whether you think you're eligible or not. Please apply. If you're not, but you will never know until you apply. You may be eligible, you
Exactly.
may not think you are, but
Right.
you may be eligible. So what should families do if they receive a Medicaid renewal letter but don't understand it? Good
That's a
question.
good question.
Real good question. If you don't understand your renewal letter, please call us. If you can't get in touch with your caseworker,
Right.
we are there to help. You can call us just about any time, and someone will answer the phone and they will transfer the call to us. Our number is 662-298-3584. There's also a
Okay,
text.
Mary, I had something else to say as well. Oftentimes, when we complete an application or assist a consumer with completing an application, they sometimes think we're their caseworker, we're the worker, and we complete the application, but we don't have anything to do with the approval. That is strictly done by Medicaid.
Right, we just submit the applications.
We
We
just
don't do
submit it
the
for you.
approvals. But if you have a problem understanding what your renewal letter is asking, please contact us
Right.
and we will try to assist you with getting a better understanding. We may be able to contact the Medicaid office for you if you're having a problem with getting information or contacting your caseworker, because sometimes they're really overwhelmed with so many cases that they have. So they may not get back with you right away. They may not. So just contact us and we will try to help you get the information that you need.
Next question, I'm gonna ask Mary to take that one because she basically went over that a little bit ago.
Which one? The one said what encouragement?
What happens?
What role? Okay. What happens if a family's income goes up
Right.
and they're worried about losing benefits? Um, you still have to report that income. If the child has been approved for Medicaid, more than likely the child is still going to keep the Medicaid regardless of how much your income has gone up. Now, when it's time for the renewal, and you report that new income at the renewal, then more than likely the child is not going to be approved if the income is over the income guidelines, if it's over the guidelines. But don't be afraid to report your income because you can get in more trouble if you don't. So
Right.
please report your income if your income has changed. Also, every year the income limit goes up. So maybe when it goes up, you still may be qualified, or your child may still be qualified for. Don't go on the assumption that,
Right.
oh no, I make too much money. Because not only do we have not only is there Medicaid, there's also the CHIP program, which is called the
Right.
Children Health Insurance Program. And that's for children when their parents have the income is too high for regular Medicaid. So there still may be a chance that your child may be eligible for that.
Right. And we hear that, quite often, they're concerned about that. And even with, the income going up, just keep trying. Okay. Are federally qualified community health centers only for people with insurance? No, it's not. It's basically for people with low incomes, and it may possibly be for no income because they operate on a sliding fee scale, and they go by your income, and that's going to have that's going to determine what your office visit payment is. But we also have someone within our organization that works with those that need help with federally qualified community health center referrals. It may be that particular health center. It may not provide the services that you need, but she is able to, look into, even for medications, look into pharmaceutical companies with you to see if you can get your medications at a low cost or maybe even no cost. And then also working with other doctors and facilities to see if they can help you.
That's correct, because sometimes the pharmaceutical companies have deals, or
Right.
they have like maybe you can get your medication for not the regular price, but maybe $10 a month, or
Right.
sometimes zero, depending on the income. So it's best to, if you have problems with getting medication, please contact us and let us know, because we have somebody that's on staff that can
Right.
help you see if we can find some type of solution for you to be able to get your medication and
Exactly.
find the right federally qualified health center for you as well that would
Mhm.
satisfy the needs that you have for yourself and for your child.
Because there have been some that, had medications that cost, upwards as high as, $300 and sometimes more. But when they work with the pharmaceutical companies, they got that medicine for $30 and $40.
Right,
So definitely get with it.
right. Here's another question. What encouragement will you give families who feel discouraged or frustrated navigating these systems. Now, it can be frustrating
It's
and you can get discouraged, but if you need that assistance, please keep working with it until you get the answer that's best satisfied for you.
right.
Don't give up. Keep going through it, even if you have to do 2 or 3 applications, or
True.
if you have to constantly send in, they ask for 1 month income, you send that in, they ask for another month's income, you send that in. Whatever they need to complete your case, please do it. And if it's any way that we can help navigate through the system for you as well, because we one time worked with Medicaid, Mississippi Medicaid,
Right.
worked for Mississippi Medicaid. So it's a lot of things that we know that can help, or people that we know that work there that can sort of help to keep you from being discouraged or keep you from getting frustrated. We are there. That's the purpose. We are there to help you because I know it can get frustrating whenever you're dealing with any type of government agencies. So sometimes it's some red tape that you have to go through, and it gets a little frustrating at times, but just don't give up.
Right.
Please don't give up. That's what we're here for. We're
That's
here to
right.
help you to get
That's right.
what you need for yourself or for your child.
Right. Now, we at Oak Hill and Healthy Together Mississippi, we are not miracle workers, but in dealing, well, actually having the experience and dealing with a lot of scenarios or consumers that have had different issues, we've learned from it as well. And so, we just do whatever we can to try to assist you. But again, we don't work miracles. You know who the miracle worker is.
And that actually leads up to the next question. What role
It
does
sure
Oak
does.
Hill and Healthy Together Mississippi play in helping families stay informed? We have people on staff that are constantly getting information that's keeping everyone updated, what goes on
Right.
with Mississippi Medicaid. We have the newsletter, Healthy Together Mississippi, that you can sign up for, that you can get to help you navigate through the system. You can always give us a call. We have the Magnolia Pulse, which is a letter that we have that gives information to the community that keeps you informed.
Yeah.
Already mentioned the Health Together Mississippi newsletter that comes out that helps you to be informed of what goes on with Mississippi. Because I know sometimes it's hard to try to get information. This part of Mississippi may not be a lot out there for you because we're so close to Memphis, but call us, we can get it for you. Matter of fact, we have representative that's over the whole entire state of Mississippi, from up to
Right.
the farthest north to the farthest south, down on the coast, all west and east. So if you know of anyone that lives in any part of Mississippi, you can contact us and we can get you to that person that lives in that area that can help you with whatever type of issue that you may have with Medicaid.
Right. And if you're on social media, you can find us there. We have in these categories, Healthy Together Mississippi, there is a daily, what would you call it? Uh, anyway, we provide daily information that just offers some encouragement, to just help you through the day.
Right, because there's other people out there that's going through and having the same issues
Right.
that we have. So we do offer encouragement with our
Mhm.
Healthy Together Mississippi newsletter that it maybe another family has reported issues that
Right.
in your particular county that you live in that can be an encouragement to you. Also, you can contact us by email. Contact at healthytogetherms.org. That's our email. Connect at healthytogetherms.org. That's our email. Our website is www.healthytogetherms.org. And we also on social media at Healthy Together MS. So you can go to any of those things. You can send us email, you can go to our website. You can also go to our Facebook page and
Mhm.
check us out and see if there's something there that we can help you with. And I'm sure it is. There's a lot of
Yes,
great information out there,
it
different
is.
inspirational stories that other people have gone through that have gotten help one way or
Mhm.
another. So please just stay in contact with us. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor,
Right.
as they say.
Mhm.
Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell whoever you want to
Right.
contact us. Get on our website, www.healthytogetherms.org. Download our app. We have an
Right.
app too that's available.
That's right.
You can download our app and get information from our app.
Mhm.
So that's what role that Oak Hill and Health Together Mississippi play in helping families stay informed.
Don't
We
forget to call us.
we have phone number 662-298-3584. And you can call them and they would help you with, call us rather, and
Mhm.
we will help you with any information you need regarding Medicaid. Now, if not only for children, we do help adults with applying for Medicaid as well. So
Right.
if you know somebody that's disabled and need to apply for Medicaid as a disabled individual, adult or child, we have somebody on staff that's real informative about that part of Medicaid that can help you or help you guide you through the path to get the application submitted. And as Pat was saying earlier, we are not we don't work, we're not Medicaid caseworkers. We assist with helping you fill out the application.
Patience.
Application still has to be submitted to Medicaid. Medicaid decides who gets approved or not. We just help you in the best way we can with the information that you give us, and with your permission, with your consent, we will submit an application for you.
So if you need to get in touch with us, call 662-298-3584, not the Medicaid office, okay?
Yes, because we do not work at the Medicaid office. We've had some people that call Medicaid asking
Right.
for us, but we don't work there. We
Right.
work
And our
at,
organization is a ministry,
it
you know.
is.
We
Yeah, we
work to
work-
help you, but it is a ministry, to help you.
right. And so we're there. We're there to help. We're there to help. And that's what we love to do. We love to help our fellow Mississippians to
Yes.
get the information, get the help that they need as far as with Medicaid or any other services or any other type of insurance.
There is a
Can you
question here.
explain the registration enrollment process? What do I need to bring or have ready to apply with you? But we
Now,
help
that's
you
with
apply,
Medicaid, right?
right? We help you apply. We don't apply with, you don't apply with us. We help you to get your application ready to submit to Medicaid. And what we really need is, what information you need is your name, phone number, address. You have to have social security numbers as well, because if you do not, they will not
Dates
process
of
your
birth.
application. So we need social security numbers, date of birth,
Mm.
income. If you have income,
Mhm.
we can submit the income for you as well in
Mhm.
processing or submitting the application. We can
Right,
also submit the income. But
right,
if you don't, if we submit the application, and if you don't have your income ready, they will send you a letter requesting
right,
income information from you. So if you don't submit it at the time of the application, be prepared to have your
right.
check stubs, or if you submit an email,
Income
then
documents.
you can email the Medicaid office, or they may contact you with email, but also they have an email and it should be on the letter that you receive from them requesting additional
Right.
information. You can actually email
Mhm.
your income to them.
Because if you don't have your check stubs or your income, your total income with you at time of the application, when we're assisting you, we have to basically accept what you tell us, but they will have to have the documents. So that's what it's going to be based on, what income is on the documents, not what you tell us, unless you know for sure it is correct.
And that's just like applying for health insurance through the Affordable Care Act. That's the same thing as well. You give us information, we put the information through, will help you with applying for it, but they are going to request proof of that information that you sent to them. They need proof to decide if you're eligible to get any services from the Affordable Care Act through healthcare.gov. So through the marketplace. So you can tell us what you make, but you also have to have proof to send to them. You don't necessarily have to show us the proof. We don't need the proof. We just need you to send them the proof. You just give us an estimate of what you get or what you're doing. But when it comes time to submit the application, they're going to request the proof. So
And can we give them some information on the timeline once they've submitted the application there?
sure. Mhm.
Okay, now one of the things is once you submit the application, they give you at least 30 days to get all of your information in. And after that, well, they'll go ahead and process it, the application, if they've received everything they need. But if you have not provided that information, and they may even reach out to you and let you know that they didn't get this or they didn't get that. So just know if you don't submit it to Medicaid, you will more than likely get denied.
Right. They'll send you a letter, and the letter will give you 15 days, approximately 15 days, to get the information back to them. If for some reason you cannot contact them and let them know, well, I won't have the check stub until a week from now because I lost it. They're going to send me a duplicate or they're going to send it to me in my email or something like that. But let them know that you're still trying to get the information, but regardless or whatever time that you need, it takes 30 days to process that application. So when that 30-day period is up and they don't have everything they need to process, more than likely you're going to get denied. So you have some time to get the information in
Right.
to them, but they're going to send you a letter requesting additional information. This is with Medicaid. And they will allow you like 2 weeks to get the information to them, but it also takes 30 days to process the application.
So if you want the benefits, do the work.
Yeah, you have to do the work, and we can't do the work for you. We can help you, we can start you,
Right.
but the bottom line is the information they need has to come from you.
Right.
Are there any more questions? Questions?
Yeah.
I don't see any more in chat.
Anymore.
Do we have any on Facebook? Okay, we have
Questions.
no more questions. Thank you all for being here with us.
Right.
Thank you for
We hope that
spending
we
your
can help you.
I hope so too, because we do this every month. So watch out and be back with us next month. There may be some other additional questions that we didn't cover today that may be able to be covered next month. But thank you for spending your evening with us and for being a part of a community that cares deeply about the well-being of Mississippi's children and families. Stay connected, keep your information updated with state agencies, and reach out to your local FQSFC for help with coverage, care, and community support. Remember, informed families are empowered families. You may connect with us at 662-298-3584 or connect at healthytogetherms.org. We look forward to seeing you again on Monday, June 29th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. Again, our phone number is 662-298-3584. And we will be back again Monday, June the 29th at 6:30 p.m. So have a good evening, everyone.
And a good Memorial Day.
Be safe, be blessed.